Yes, somebody answer that phone, dag nabbit. What in the world? I can't get it right now. But listen. Hello, everybody. How are you? Excuse the phone in the background. It's gonna ring until it stops. Really, we don't answer that particular phone. But anyway, how is everybody? Hope your day was okay. Hope it was blessed as usual. Yes. So today I got a pretty interesting story to talk about. Okay. And I would love to first off start off with this young man in the background here. This is going to be my black excellence for the day. Okay. This young man is a twin. Him and his twin have started a business and it's called Black and Mobile. I don't know if any one of you heard of this before, but Black and Mobile is a delivery service that this young man and his brother started on bikes in Philly. Wow. Yeah, just a few years ago at that, right before COVID hit, you know? And it had blossomed to have many stores and drivers now. And he is the CEO, and his name is David Cabello. So let's give David Cabello uh, a round of applause for David Cabello. He's only 25. He's only 25 years old, him and his brother. And this young lady here is Najaya. This is her on her talk show, Najaya Talks, or Najaya Speaks. That's her show. And she is interviewing this young man. And I was told by I have someone to look up black excellence for me to talk about in the course of in the course of my show. So I have chosen my man Cabello here. All right, David. His name is David. David Cabello. So let me move to the side so you guys can take a good look at him. I have it going in slow motion. But this young man and his brother had dropped out of college actually to start a business. And it seemed to have worked very well. Of course, they're having their their business situations trying to get straight. He also have a website set up, which he is not working too much on the website because of certain issues, but he's got over 100 and some odd businesses. So he delivers for black owned restaurants in four different locations across the nation, across the country. And that is, uh, of course, Philadelphia is one, Atlanta, Georgia is another one, Baltimore, and Detroit. Now, the one in Baltimore, you can't order from the site. I think they're having issues, technical issues with the site in Baltimore, so you have to call it in. And you guys can look him up, look his business up called Black and Mobile. All right, him and his brother, his family, his mother's actually behind a lot of setting up things for them, but he is the CEO. This young man, David. Okay, and they're doing great at 25 years old. That's black excellence right there. Black people at that young age doing some positive things for black people. That's what I'm talking about. So, of course, we have to acknowledge him, you know. And if you live in any of these areas, look them up. If you are looking to, instead of Uber Eats and all the other places that you normally would go to, try him out in his service just for support. Okay, he hasn't had any negative situations with his business and deliveries. You know, people dipping into the food or whatever, eating the food, and of course, all these other Uber Eats and all these other ones have had that issue once before, but he has not up to date, has not had that problem. So um, we do want to just celebrate him and his brother, his family, basically him and his family. He is the CEO. He started it. He was the brainchild of it all. Okay, so that's our black excellence of the day. Now, today's topic today's topic is interesting because this group of people that I am going to talk about, and of course, this is only my opinion. I am not an expert in anything other than me, myself, and I. I'm not even an expert at that, but I am still in the process of understanding a lot of what's going on around us in this country and to us in this country. So today's topic is, why are Republicans so quiet? Why are Republicans so quiet? And we always hear they're yapping, constantly yapping about something. But they're very quiet about this situation that just arose in the past few days. And if you're not aware, I think it's time to put down the partying and the drinking and smoking and getting high and me, and start thinking about what is going on. All right. Now, America, believe it or not, we Americans, we are basically in the process of the beginning of a war with one of the superpowers, and that would be Russia. It's only because of their invasion of Ukraine. Okay, they've been wanting to, and listen, the way that I'm going to deliver this is straight from my own opinion and from what I've learned and read. Okay, and what I have studied, and what I do know is that Fox News, okay, that got Carlson, whatever that guy's name is, right? But he is literally sounding like he is trying to be a mediator. In other words, he wants the American people to accept Putin and his ideologies. That to me sounds treasonous. Why? How is it that we, or America, I should say, the powers of America, the powers that be, the people in charge, if they're so patriotic, how are they allowing Fox News to turn this country on itself? Why and how is that even possible? Now, if you ask me, that everybody cries and everybody clamors about being patriotic, but now when it comes to the patriotic act, they fall short. They fall extremely short. Maybe because they're being exposed. Maybe because the real them are starting to shine now. Do you ever think and wonder why? Why is it that Republicans are so much against certain rules and laws that would benefit everybody? Why is it that they only want the laws to represent them and be in their best favor and no one else? Why do you think this is? And this is the very reason why Republicans are quiet right now. Because most of them, if they start standing up like this guy Carlson on Fox News, whatever his freaking name is, right? That guy is literally telling Republicans to accept the ideologies of somebody like a Putin. And Putin has a vendetta against this country and always has since the Berlin Wall came down. Ever since that wall came down, from the person who led Russia before him, I forgot his name. His name is Doodoo Head in my mind because he had a birthmark, a brown birthmark like a bird doodooed on his head. So I call him Doodoo Head, right? And Putin is the son of that guy, not really biologically, but he is now coming behind him with the same type of ideologies, the old type way that Russia used to think. So when Russia got divided at that moment, they blamed us. They needed an enemy. They needed somebody to go after. So he gets the weight off of him. He's been teaching Trump how to get the weight off of him and point it in other directions when it's solely on his shoulders. He now finds some lame excuse to invade Ukraine, saying that he is sending troops in for peace or protection because they are a sovereign nation in that particular area that he had people go in. That was just a lame excuse. He literally went in just yesterday, or was it the day before? But they have already been making their moves. They have that entire Ukraine border literally covered with high power equipment there. And Tucker Carlson of Fox News is saying that Putin has the right to do this, which is way wrong. Now, why are we so concerned about Ukraine? Why is America so concerned about Ukraine? Right? Well, I'll put it to you this way. Whatever their real reasons are for protecting Ukraine, and of course, Trump have already been trying to say how bad Ukraine was, and it was extremely corrupt and so forth. Because of its situation being separate from Russia. I guess that's why he called it so corrupt. This country is corrupt as well, but we seem to be having good people to keep the glue into our democracy. There's people trying to keep our democracy in order here, So of course we have that good and bad battle. We have people battling back and forth constantly between allowing our way of life to change. So Putin and Trump. Now, I believe that Putin has been talking to Trump, especially way more now than he ever. I'll say this. He's been talking to Putin without it being documented more now than ever. Now, before he was president, he was able to talk freely with Putin. He made trips over there. He did the PP rain thing on a couple of prostitutes over there. I don't know what in the world was happening, because they're not trying to give us all the story right now. They're trying to cover that up, and I think Tucker Carlson has something to do with that as well. He's probably in on it, so that's why he's covering for Trump so hard over there at Fox News. All right. Now, first and foremost, I want to tell everybody, if you are a Fox News watcher or Fox channel, period, you need to stop. You need to stop, because they are not in the interest of you, of black and brown people. It's just clear. Even though they have sports, they always programming our sports. They're getting our money that way. And we're gladly giving it to them. And all the TV shows, all the hot TV shows for black and brown people are being aired on Fox. So how is it that they're talking against America as a whole, mainly, first and foremost, against black and brown people? And then they're slowly trying to get their base to accept Putin's ideology in this country. Because, see, first off, who started to say more of it was Trump. Trump was the guy who was trying to tell everybody here in America that we should get along with Putin. Putin is not a bad guy. He's not. This is the stuff that Trump has been feeding his base. And mind you, the racist group of his base are like skinheads, and they fly the SWAT sticker. I think it's them. Or is it KKK? They fly it too. They all fly it, I think. They all about, downing America in any way that they can. And the American people. If you're not with them, then they're against everybody. So that's why everybody dislikes them. There's many, 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 many other people, other groups of people that really don't like racist people, especially the ones who are homegrown in this country. And they clinged on to Trump soon as Trump came into office, because they knew that Trump was a racist as well. That's why they clinged on him so well. Because if he wasn't, they would have been rebutting him too. But being that they say, hey man, this guy right here, yeah, we're gonna make him our leader. We're gonna make him our leader because he has that thing inside of him that we have, but we're just more outrageous with it. And Trump tried to be, he's never really diplomatic. He already let it be clear how he feels about black and brown people by calling other black and brown countries a-holes. I was just about to say it too. I really wanted to. It was just on the tip of my tongue, but I thought about it, you know? And now Putin, if you look at the history of Putin and the way that he came into power and the way that he feels about the United States, there's no way in the world that Putin is too far from Hitler. He's not that much far from Hitler, because once he's get his hooks into a country, he will do some ferocious things to the people who try to fight him off. He is a dictator. He is a dictator, and a dictator is a tyrant. He is the type of person you cannot trust. He has already got people in places in this country, is the reason why he made such a bold move by going into Ukraine the way that he did. Because he knows that it's not all about the physical force. He feels that he's got one up on us. So of course, he's going to do the cyber attack. He did it before. He tested it out before. 2016. He did it, and he found success in that. And he found that would definitely divide America more. Because the people that he have in place here would always try their absolute best to plant the seed to speak highly of him. So everybody who is basically a Republican will think highly of him. So why are Republicans so quiet right now? If you're so patriotic, why are you quiet about this situation? Why aren't you talking up against this tyrant doing what he's doing in Ukraine and literally have spies here in this country? Is why he feels so emboldened to make the move that he made. So why is it the Republicans are so quiet at this point? Now, they're always yamming and clamming about some things all the time. Anything that Democrats do, they complaining about it. Anything Barack Obama may have said, they complaining about it. No matter how right it was, they complain. They found a problem. They created a problem. It didn't have to be a problem. It didn't have to really be wrong. They just going against it because they have that deep-rooted racism against black and brown people and anybody who support black and brown people in this country. That's the only reason why they vowed to make Obama a one-term president and couldn't do it. Could not do it. The numbers were too powerful for them. So they had to accept the fact that the black man was accepted as president. 2 terms. And you think that doesn't put a bad taste in their mouth? So you heard them clamoring all this time, the whole 8 years, always something. But why are we hearing crickets right now? Why are we hearing crickets when Putin has invaded Ukraine? He went against the so-called rules, but the Republicans ain't saying nothing because they're in agreement with this move. This is the move that they don't have a problem with, so they're going to be quiet. They're not going to pick sides, because if you pick sides as a Republican with Putin, that means you're going against Trump. You're going against Trump if you pick against Putin and what he's doing. Now, just the other day, Trump clamoring again about what a great job he admires in Putin invading Ukraine. Oh, what a great thing. He's intelligent, genius is what Trump is saying about this man. So he's trying to get his base, 74 million people in America, to agree with him on this Putin thing. And Putin has this vendetta against us since way back the Berlin Wall came down. Don't you think for a minute this man, he knows that America is based on so-called Christianity. So he's going to give you a sob story about believing in Christianity. And he's going to say, you know, they're so gullible. Just like Trump. All you got to do is stroke their ego and you got them in the palm of your hand. That's how Putin looks at America. And if you look at most overly proud, vain Americans, that's how they are. Just stroke their ego. They're going to be your best buddy. Just like when you get you a puppy, a dog or something, just pet the dog all the time. The dog will be your faithful friend forever. That's how Putin looks at us, as a freaking dog. And look at us. We just love the attention from somebody who has been a tyrant in his country. Poisoning people, man. What in the world? Having people assassinated, and he just laughing it off like it ain't nothing. And what are we doing? Yeah. Oh, yeah. People are going to say, well, you know, America does it too. Yeah. Okay. Maybe America do it. You know what I mean? There's some bad people that kind of deserve that stuff too. And the bottom line is that this particular guy, Putin, has a vendetta against us. He's not trying to be our friend. You can say America does it too. But Putin is trying to find every avenue and any avenue to get his way and stronghold into this country. And if you ask me, he's done that already. Because if you look at the common white guy, right, you don't know where he from. You look at us, you know where we from. We could be in a whole sea of white people. But you know, that one black dot right there is from Africa. He ain't much of a threat to America. But it's the ones who are infiltrating, looking like Americans, white, bred, born, having families and children, and do everything that our white brothers do here in America. They can do the same thing. They have allowed them to come in and fake like they really Americans until they get that call. This is the call that they're going to get. This call right here. Side with Putin. Side with Trump. If you side with Trump, you side with Putin. So how patriotic are you? That's what it's going to boil down to. They want so much to kick off into this country to divert us. They want a riot to happen, so to take the heat off of Trump. I think that's when we ought to put our knee on his neck even tighter. Matter of fact, they should have been got rid of this clown long time ago. Run him out the country, man. Him and his daggone family. All of them are corrupt. They openly corrupt and racist. We can't leave the racist part out because that's what he built his daggone establishment on, being racist. And he's a pervert as well. I wouldn't doubt for a minute if he'd been out there perverting with Putin, peeing on women, golden showers. Any one of y'all do that, that's nasty. That's disgusting. That's the worst thing you can do to another human being. I don't care what you say it's in the name of. You understand? And messing with little kids, dagnabbit. Wrong, man. How we let somebody like that be a president of the United States, man? What's wrong with us? We divided. And that is the name of the game. And Putin knows that better than anybody. Is the reason why he feels so emboldened to do what he's doing, thinking America is not going to do a dagnabbit thing about it. Just talk. Just yap. What we going to do? Now sanctions are being put down on this man. Only thing uttering out of the mouths of Republicans now because of the sanctions that Joe Biden, they call Sleepy Joe, have put down is they're saying it's not tough enough. He should be tougher. He should do something else. What? What do you suggest out of just a full-scale war? Yeah, that's all y'all gonna tell us? You ain't got no other dagnabbit answers but that. It's almost like you're damn if you do and you're damn if you don't with the Republicans. They don't give a dagnabbit. You think they care? They think just like Putin and just like Trump. The majority, if the Republican Party at this point has not changed their parties, you understand me? If they have not changed their party after Trump, then they are Russian sympathizers. They are against this country 110%, if not more. Maybe because they have relatives. Maybe it's in their blood over in Russia. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know who our friends are over here that look like them. We thinking they hillbillies, but they not. Some of them ain't hillbillies. They got the hillbilly, they got the hillbilly slang and all that, and the dress and the way that they got all that going on. They figured that out. That's how they can be woven into our system. You dig? Being put in vital places that when Putin needs something, how is it strangely enough they're able to get this vital information? How do they get it so quickly? Because they have spies here, man. They got spies here, people. And look at us running around still fighting and arguing and acting like daggone savages with each other. Right now at a time of war, man. We fighting and clamoring against each other. And then when they come down in our backyard, we're going to be like, what you doing out there in that yard there? They're like, we coming to take over. Really? You come take over my backyard, huh? Be like, yep, you got to leave. Now you're going to go grab your pistol. Yeah, you got a couple pistols in the house, I'm sure. Versus all that high power military equipment that's going to be running in your backyard. That's when you're going to stop fighting each other and be like, oh, we better do something at the last minute. Y'all better think about it right now. Right now. We're at war. America is at war. Yes. Indirectly, Listen, if Ukraine is having a problem, America is vowing to help them through their issue with whoever. That means our military equipment and money and resources and some soldiers will be put over there. I got family members that's in the military, dagnabbit. Of course I'm going to be upset about this. You should be too. How you not upset? What's wrong with you? What is your problem? What's the issue? Yeah, we black first, but this is the only country we know, ain't it? Don't you think we need to stop clamoring against each other and start standing together like we love each other to fight off the real freaking enemy? And you know the white man in this country has been our enemy from day one, except for the ones who love us and helped us. We love them. And we love them like they love us. But the ones who made it clear that they hate us and want us gone and don't give a dagnabbit what happens to us in this country, most of them are Republicans. And if they're not, they're supporting of the Republic. If they're not out there trying to do it themselves, they are supporting of it. They're sending money in their direction to help oppress, to help keep us where we at or kick us off the face of America or something. I don't know what they're trying to do. You got about a third, a quarter of them trying to go to the freaking Mars or something. We'll get away from them this way. We'll start our own colony, you know. And there won't be a black, Spanish, or brown person over there, right? That's what you think. I ain't trying to go to no Mars. I'll tell you that right now. I'm born here. I'm dying here. Dagnabbit. I think that's how most of us look at it. Go up there in Mars if you want. Yeah. God's gonna be like, hey, y'all made a mistake. You need to go back. Then what you pretty much everything is gonna fail because you guys didn't anticipate some other things that may happen out in Mars. Dagnabbit, you ain't supposed to be up there. Okay? Because I think if we supposed to be up there, it'd be people living up there right now. But it ain't. We right here on this crappy earth. We made this earth crappy by being so divided and hateful. Yeah. So why is Republicans so quiet? Why are they quiet? Hey, Republicans. Hey, Republicans. What happened? Did I just turn my phone around? Let me see if I can fix that. Dagnabbit. Y'all see what I'm looking at. But look, for real, what's happening? Why Republicans are so quiet? What's going on? What's wrong with y'all? Russian sympathizers, maybe? Don't want to show your hand by opening your big mouth and still trying to side with Trump, Putin, Trump? You might as well call him you might as well say that's his new name. Trump, Putin, Trump. Well, however way you want to phrase it. But either way you look at it, dagnabbit, the man is supportive, okay, of a dictator like Putin. He admires all dictators. You see how he did with Kim Jong-un? Had to shake his hand, be the first president ever to go down in history to cross that border between South Korea and North Korea and shake his hand ever. And when he did that, he gave him power just by that motion alone. He didn't have to give him anything else. All the world had to do was see the American president shaking the hand of a little tyrant that killed his whole family to come into power. And he does that with his people in his country as well. And Trump admires this man. So he went over and shook his hand that no other president would do, based on the implications of letting the world see this little man as a superpower. And how many times Kim Jong-un defied the fact that he's not supposed to be testing nuclear power, nuclear weapons, but he did it anyway. And Trump ain't do nothing, ain't say nothing. Y'all ain't even heard about it. How about the time when dagnabbit Trump had, or not Trump, but Putin had daggone spy ships coming through our area out in Georgia, the coastline of Georgia and the coastline over there in Connecticut. What in the world? It's been spotted like in 3 different locations off our shoreline, that close to us. What do you think they were doing out there? Nobody went out there and knocked on the daggone side of the ship and said, hey, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? We see that you're from Russia, but what you doing? Nothing. Crickets. You heard crickets. Y'all didn't even hear about it. Look it up. You'll find out for yourself. You ain't got to believe nothing I tell you. Look it up on different resources. You don't have to just look it up on one resource. I remember when it was happening, I was scratching my head like, how come something ain't being done about it? What in the world? Now, this is the issue. We're at war. Why are the Republicans so quiet? They don't want to talk loud right now. They want to stop and see how it all unfolds with this Ukraine invasion by Putin, by Russia. Because they know that whatever Trump have been saying, they have been supportive of him. And being that he's saying the things that he's saying now about Putin, they're like, wait, hold up. Let's not say anything right now, because if we do, it'll make us look very unpatriotic and it'll kill our image here. So we really want to be quiet and see how it all unfolds. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? The only one speaking up is the Fox News clown. Boycott Fox. Boycott Fox. What in the world? Why do we have to keep getting hit upside the head with the Fox bat? And we still support them. Go buy another bat. You can whack me with that one. What's wrong with us? What? Those programs that we look at on TV, those shows, Fox. We can find shows that ain't supported by Fox, dagnabbit. And you know what? The biggest challenge should go out to the people, the actors and actresses. If you're not in support of that type of people that you know who are supporting openly, letting it be known with Fox News, letting it be known now that they are supporting a dictator and a wannabe dictator. Trump is the wannabe because he ain't really there. He wannabe real bad. Real bad. Boy, I'll tell you, that guy. He ready to sell his children to be the dictator of the world, or at least of America. He ready to sell them. They better beware. I'm telling you, you Trump kids, y'all better watch out. especially his son. Trump's son and outgrew him now. Now he's looking up at his son in jealousy. That's why you keep him out of the way. I don't want everybody to know his hands is bigger than mine too. And he walks straight up. He doesn't walk like a frumpy frump. Trump in his little hands. That's here or there. But still, understand what we're dealing with. Putin can put on that old smile, that old sneaky looking smile, say some good things about America's dummies of, like Trump, and then snake his little way right in. Now he's got a lot of pull in this country. Putin got a lot of pull in this country. Thanks to, dagnabbit, thanks to the ignorant Republicans of the world, of this United States. They're just letting it be. We don't want to talk too much about Putin because he has a strong hold in this country. The rest of us don't know exactly what exactly is it that these people are scared to stand up and be patriotic like they claim to be, running around with the American flag draped all over their bodies, they hats, socks, all this. So patriotic. That's a fake. That's a lie. That's not even for real. When you see somebody dressed like that, something ain't right. Something ain't right with them. They lying about something, and that's how they try to cover it up with the American flag draped all over them. Anytime I look at them people running up and down the street with the big flag hanging off, they probably the crookedest crook out there. The very unpatriotic individual. I can bet you that. I seen one the other day. He had a Confederate flag stick on the back of his truck. And all I can do is shake my head and give him the bird. That's how I salute their flag. I give him the bird. Y'all know what the bird is, right? When I used to be a truck driver, boy, I used to give so many people the bird out there, boy. They was like, "Oh, wait, I'll catch you, buddy." I'm like, "Yeah, you come on, catch me, man. Come on." You know what I mean? Give you the bird in your face, too. I'll fold all the birds down and put it to your face, dagnabbit. But that's what's wrong with the Republicans, though? I'm not getting it. How are you trying to stand for America and you're not standing for America? How are you trying to push it off on other people to say they're not patriotic, but you are not showing the actions of being patriotic? See, we see through your crap. We see through it. It's like a see-through glass, man. We're looking right at you, man. You trying to tell us what we see ain't what we see? We're listening to your leaders. We hear them yapping. And what we hear is unpatriotic words. And then you got to get a twister in there. A narrative twister. He's got to be smart. He's got to be intelligent. He's got to be quick. Got to be, quick draw, whatever his name is. You understand. You got to be fast with that thing. Right? Soon as they spit out some ignorant stuff that's unpatriotic, you get your twister in there. Twist real quick. You know what I mean? Like they always had at the administration, when Trump's administration had a speaker out there to address the nation. She had to be quick. She had to have her notes and be ready for whatever question come out. Now, they were sharp people. They were smart, but they were smart in the wrong direction. You seen them, you know the whole bunch of people like that. They smart, intelligent, but in the wrong direction. What in the world? Using it for all the wrong reasons, all their intelligence for the wrong purposes. Then you got your delusional smart idiots like QAnons. The QAnon, they still out there in Texas looking for JFK. These are the people who are supporting Trump Putin. The delusional. I don't know how many of them there are. I used to think there was 74 million of them because they all voted for Trump. It might be a little less than that because they are the Lincoln Project as well. I always speak of these guys, the Republican group called the Lincoln Project. These are the Republicans who open their eyes to what really is going on. and they still staying Republicans. I respect those guys. Hardcore Democrat respect the Lincoln Project Republicans. Yes, I do. Because they are being honest and truthful. They see what's going on, just like we see it. They just happen to be Republicans. And they can simply say, we made a mistake when we voted for this dude. Just like on a football team or on any sport team. You get a guy fighting for the other team to win. What do you do with him? You got to go. We'll get a replacement. Why in the snap are they hanging on so tightly to Trump's underwear that's sucked up into the crack of his butt? Why are they hanging on to him that much? What in the world? They want what is that? What is that? Unpatriotic, man. Now he's trying to convince everybody else to be like him. Unpatriotic. Except Putin. You know Putin hates us. Hate any American. He hates us. Even the people who are trying to help him. He hates them. He look at them as the dummiest dummies ever. Because once he's done with them, just like the devil do you, throw you in the lake of fire. Done with you, but thank you for your hard work. That's what's going to happen. Trump does that all the time. Look how many people he done threw under the bus since all his dirt done came out. Putin is like, look, Trump, you stupid. You better wake up, because the people who know your dirt, you better get rid of them. Because there's going to be a day where they're going to air your business. Putin don't have that. And if he do, and if he ever finds out, trust and believe, he going to get rid of them. Okay? That is for real. What time is it? I'm getting close. I'm pretty on time right now. But Republicans are quiet, y'all. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to the Democrats and I'm talking to the Republicans. The Republicans are very silent right now. At a time where they should be making a decision if they're going to be patriotic for this country, because we need to know who's going to be fighting alongside of us. I don't want one of them daggone turncoat Republicans behind me at war when I'm fighting against the enemy over here and he behind me getting ready to pop me in the back of the head. You can't fight no war like that. We don't know who to trust. Dagnabbit. We don't know who to trust when it comes to the Republicans. You don't know who to trust. Because they tell you one thing and their actions show a whole different other thing. What in the world? How can you trust that? What is that? I heard the phrase one time, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. Heck nah, man. Why do I want to do that? So they can stab me, poison me, and do some sneaky stuff to my family or something? Heck nah. Keep my enemies away from me. If not eliminate them, dagnabbit. Why do I want them all up in my face, smiling and grinning like that? I know they don't like me. Yeah. Daryl, I love you, man. You're such a nice person. Oh man, you just wait. And in their mind, they like, you just wait. As soon as you turn your back, I'm gonna stab you all in your back, boy. You just wait. Yeah, keep on thinking on your friend, man, with this smile, this fake smile. You know, that's how they work in us. What in the world? Just like that. Dagnabbit, man. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I used to think when I was growing up that that a lot of white folks was really intelligent. Boy, I used to think they were just so smart. Boy, I was like, boy, man, I wish I was smart like that. And as I grew up and realized, man, they stupid. How you let this kind of stuff go on? I'm talking about the racist ones. I ain't talking about the ones who cool with us. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the ones who run in this country and hate brown and black people. Them the ones I'm talking about. Don't twist it. Don't twist my narrative, dagnabbit. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Know what I mean? I ain't holding my tongue. Why should I? They ain't holding theirs. When they get the yapping, they kind of quiet right now. But when they get the yapping, boy, look how they dogged out Obama, man. They call them what's that? They call them all kind of names, man. Telling them they want to punch him in the face and all. That's a threat to the president, man. Shouldn't somebody's son, Mitt Romney's son said that. Oh, I just wanted to punch him in his face. What? You ain't who the heck do you think you are, man? You know what I mean? Punch somebody in the face. It would have been funny if he tried and Obama knocked him out. That would have been a good one, boy. That would have been that would have been the meme of the century, boy. To see Obama knock out one of his opponents with one of them. Well, I'll have that up on my wall somewhere, man. Shoot. The greatest knockout ever. You know, Ali couldn't deliver one better than that one. You know? Have one a daggone president knock somebody out with his own power, his own fist. Ain't put nobody else up to it. Shoot. I put Trump, man. I tell you, if the two powers can fight each other, see, you can't put your money on Biden because Biden, he old. You can see what he going through right now. He ain't the president to fight nobody. But when Obama was up in there, I put money on Obama. Yeah, we can whip him into shape, man. He'd be like a Muhammad Ali on somebody, right? But you can't do that with Putin. I mean, with Biden. Listen, man. Biden was a means to get rid of Trump. That's the way I'm looking at it. And he's trying to do some good stuff. So I'm going to give him credit when he's trying to do, but when he get up there and start speaking, man, when I be watching Biden, I'm like, come on, man, don't mess up, please, bro. I mean, don't get stuck on stuff. Just get it out and, you know, stand your ground, be firm, and don't get stuck too long. You know, and I'm right there hanging on his word, like, come on, bro, you can do it. Spit it out. You can do it, Biden. And then when he finished, I'm like, all right, to get out of there. Just like he did on the thing yesterday. After he said what he had to say, he addressed the nation. He turned, folded his book up, and took off. That's how you do it when you got a stuttering situation. Don't let them stump you, man. Especially on national TV. They're going to make a meme of it. They're going to talk. They even talked about him walking off. They took a picture of him walking off. The freaking dumb Republicans, they had nothing else to go by. So they took a picture of him walking off at the end of his address and say, look, this is the kind of president we have that just book and run. He just addressed the nation. He said what he had to say. He informed us. And then he walked off the stage. He didn't run. He was done. At a critical time like this, you're not going to stand up there and be humming and hawing in front of everybody so they can twist their narrative or add stuff to it. He did the right dagnabbit thing. I would have been like, yeah, I said no more questions after this. Bam, I'm out. Write what you please after that. You know, kiss my black butt going back into the White House. Shoot, better be glad I'm not the president. I'm not, boy. It would be no racist groups if I was the freaking president. I would have came on them hard first. Them were the first ones I would have got. I would have ironed some things out in this country, boy. Tell you that. And that would have been my first attack right there. All this crap we was going through on January the 6th wouldn't have happened. Because I would have eradicated them knuckleheads, man. Bust them up. Just like they did the Black Panthers, man. Just like they did the Moors. If I had to drop a bonfire in their neighborhood, man, if I knew all of them was dagnabbit racist, man, be like, y'all got to go. Done. Just like you did us. Y'all remember back in the day, man, Black Wall Street, what they did to us. You know what I mean? So why are we going to try to be all nice? Oh, I don't know. We should do that. No, well, maybe that's a little too hard. No, maybe we, man, shoot. Force with force, man. That's what they respect. Fight them back. Dagnabbit. Well, how you going to fight? They have more. Hey, man, there's more of us anyway. Bottom line. Because it ain't just black and brown. You got everybody else who ain't white that they hate. All them racist white people hate everybody who ain't like them. We outnumber them. Bottom line. So they need to watch who they trying to pick a fight with within this country. Dagnabbit. Stop being so hateful. You know, because you might get it back. And when you do, you start crying to the law. he just hit me up. I called him the N-word. He smacked me 17 times. Yeah, you should have got 27 times. You lucky it wasn't me. I would have just put you to sleep with one. One. Didn't have to slap you 17 times. I looked at that. I was like, good. What? And he was spanking that dude, man. Did y'all see that? He was spanking this dude. I don't give a dagnabbit how old the guy was. He was mad and bad enough to call him the N-word to his face 2 times, and he got 17 smacks for it. Yeah. What was that, Applebee's or TGIF, wherever it was? I bet you he wished it was Friday back then, boy. It was a Monday probably, and he thought it was Friday at the end of them smacks. I bet you something like that was. I bet you he woke up and he was dizzy all day. He didn't know if he was laying on the floor or standing up in circles. He didn't know what happened after them 17 smacks. His wife tried to save him. No, stop. Don't say it again. Nigga. Pat. Smacked him so good, man. I felt it. And I'm way over here. That was in South Carolina, man. I felt them smacks over in North Carolina, boy. That dude smacked the South Carolina out that guy. I bet you he thought he was born in New Jersey somewhere after. Woo! I hope that brother didn't get locked up over that, man. If he did, man, let's put something together, man, to get him out quick. They calling him a hero. That's what racism will get you, man. Y'all gotta stop. Stop this racist crap, man. Y'all looking at me like I'm the racist dude because I'm standing up and I'm speaking up against y'all bull crap. But you're gonna flip the narrative on me and say, "Oh, you're the problem." No, I'm not the daggone problem. You know what I mean? I don't go after nobody. I don't hate nobody just because they're another color. Well, why should I? You know what I mean? Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. You know, I ain't hating on you. I mean, if you're doing some good stuff, you know, I'll give you more power, bruh. But don't be hating on me when I start doing my thing. And then you start trying to throw a wrench in there with that racist crap. You want me to stand by and still be nice? Oh, well, call it everything in the book except what it is. Racist. Mother suckers. I'm mad. I'm a mad black man. Hey, I'm laughing so I don't hurt nobody. But yeah, man, and Republicans are quiet about what's happening right now. And that to me is just like, that's like, admitting your guilt. You're not saying nothing. Maybe you're just trying to get your story together on what to say next. But you're going to have to make a stand. You got to let it be known who you support, America or Russia. If you support Trump, you're supporting Russia. You see how much he praised Russia, Putin. Call him a genius, call him he was nice, saying his best BBF and all. What in the world? Love letters back and forth. Oh my goodness, I love this man. Really? That's who you support? Now, y'all got another chance to change some things. Let me just put some positive out there. I said a lot of negative all this time. I'm gonna wrap it up right now with some positive. This is what I'm gonna tell you, Republicans, on a positive note. Now, I told y'all about your negatives. Now I'm gonna tell you about what you can do to switch that. And that is simply, you can stay a Republican all you want. But understand, by doing that, you're gonna have to change and tweak a little ways of the new Republican Party. Change it, because if it's out to hurt people just because we're Democrats or black or brown, then you need to vote against that. You need to vote for things that's going to make it equal for all of us. That's the good thing you can do as a Republican. That guy Trump that you guys put in the office, you need to denounce that guy. Denounce him. Go over here where the decent Republicans are and save your party. and stop hanging on to a wannabe dictator, wannabe gangster, wannabe thuggish and all. You don't need that. That just make y'all look dumb and stupid. So move away from that and get with the good Republicans. If you want to stay as a Republican, become a good one who supports every American, regardless on what color they are. Bam. That's what you can do. That's my positive note to you dag-nabbit Republicans. Yeah. And every time I have a positive note for you, that's what it's going to be on the lines of. It ain't going to be me telling you, y'all need to go and throw Trump in the garbage. All right, well, you probably need to do that too. But I'm just saying, if I got any good words for you, it's going to be, y'all need to start being more of the Christians that you claim to be. And if you love this country, be more patriotic as you claim to be. And if you say that the human race more so than anything else matters, then be that. Support that human race. That's all of us, Republicans, every single one of us, no matter what color we are. Here in America, we have so many diverse people here in this country. You have to accept it. You have to share it. You can't hog it and be mad because when you see one of us or one of them making it, don't get mad, man. Get glad. Be happy that they're doing some good things because they could be doing some wicked things out in these streets, as you can see. We got bad apples. Y'all do too. Got a whole 70, well, I ain't gonna say 74 million. I ain't gonna say all of y'all is out in them streets. I ain't gonna say that. But I'm gonna say you got a whole lot of y'all that's out there doing some ignorant stuff. Okay? And y'all outnumber us as far as that's concerned. All right. So on that note, I'm shutting this down, man. Yeah, I went way over. So listen, family, my black and brown people and lovers of black and brown people. I'm saying this because I'm a grown damn man. You heard? Not just that, it's because I would rather peace than war. But it seems like it's not gonna be the thing that I would like to see because of what's happening these days right now. And if we're at the brink of war, all I can say is to my black and brown brothers, stop fighting each other. Stop fighting each other in the home. Stop fighting each other in the street. And stop hating on each other. Start uplifting like this young man right here. Okay? His name again is David Cabello. Cabello? Yeah, I think it's Cabello. Cabello? That's this young man right here. All right? He's the CEO of Black and Mobile. Okay? Look him up. Look him up on YouTube. If you have a business and you need someone to take the food to and from, if you live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Detroit, and Maryland, in Baltimore, okay? This young man right here, the CEO of Black and Mobile, he would be, the guy. If you call him up and set everything up, do a contract with him, he'll be sure to supply what you guys need and deliver it out to the customers who can't leave their homes. So this is a black excellent moment today with this young man right here. Okay. So on that note, fam, tell somebody you love them today. Okay. I know I just went through a whole heap of ranting and raving about the do's, the likes and dislike about people running this country, but still, let me do a special I love you. I'm going to say to all of the Republicans I just spoke of that I truly dislike. I don't like the way they act. I don't like the way they think. I don't like the way they vote either. But I'm going to say this here. God bless you. I love you. I love you. I ain't trying to hurt none of y'all. So stop trying to hurt us. But all I want is equal rights right across the board. And I am one angry black man trying to let that be known. So to the Republicans, I love you guys. I love you guys. As human beings, you show me love, I'm going to show you love. Right? That's what I'll say about that. So on that note, tell somebody you love them. Okay? Tell somebody you don't like. I love you, man. Or I love you, sis. Or whatever the case is. On that note, treat people like you want to be treated. And it'll come back around because it has for me. Peace and one love. Let me see if I can end this right. I never get it right every day I do.